One small question quietly changed everything, and most people never even noticed. Strange how big ideas often begin with nothing, isn't it? This story is not about someone rich or powerful. It's about a man sitting alone with a broken laptop and an empty room. He had no team, no money, and no office. But he had a problem on his mind, and he knew others were struggling with the same thing. He thought, why is nobody fixing this? So he started building something by himself. It was slow. It was hard. No one believed it would work, but he didn't stop. Years later, his idea became something the world now needs. Please stay with us as we tell you how it all began. Born with big curiosity, he was not born rich. He didn't go to a fancy school. But even as a child, he asked many questions. He wanted to know how things worked. He opened toys, broke computers, and asked too many questions. His parents sometimes got tired, but they knew he was smart. He was quiet. He didn't like crowds. He loved to think alone and write ideas in his notebook. Many people didn't understand him, but he didn't care. He just kept learning, one small step at a time. A job that felt wrong. After college, he got a job at a tech company. At first, it felt good. He had a desk, a team, and a good salary. But inside, something felt wrong. He saw small problems, like software crashing or data being lost. People around him said, "This is normal. We always do it this way." But he didn't agree. He thought, what if this small problem becomes big later? No one listened. This made him quiet. But in his mind, he started planning. The day everything broke. One day, the company's systems stopped working. Emails stopped. Files were lost. Teams couldn't work. It was chaos. Everyone panicked. But he stayed calm. He had seen this coming. He had written about it months before. But no one cared. That day, he stayed late and fixed many things alone. The boss thanked him, but told him to not overthink. That night, he made a hard choice. He had to leave to really fix things. Building with empty hands. He had no money or helpers, no investors, no team. He left the job and sat in his small apartment. The walls were thin. The floor was cold. But he was happy. For the first time, he was building something he believed in. He didn't sleep much. He worked all night. He watched videos online to learn more. He tested his code again and again. Sometimes it worked. Sometimes it didn't. His money went down, but he didn't stop. He knew the problem was real. He just had to show others. The first test fails. After 6 months, he made the first version of his tool. It was simple. It checked systems and warned if something was wrong before breaking. He showed it to a small business. They said no. Then another. Still no. People did not see the problem. They said, "We don't need this." He felt sad. He spent all his money. His parents started to worry. But one day, a small company said yes. They tried the tool. It worked. It saved them from a big crash. That was his first light in the dark. One client changes everything. That small company told another company. That one told another. Slowly, people called him. They said, "Your tool found problems before breaking. Can we use it?" He was shocked. In 2 months, he had 10 clients. Then 20, then 50. He couldn't believe it. His small idea was helping big businesses. His phone didn't stop ringing. Emails filled his inbox. But he stayed quiet. He kept fixing bugs. He kept building. He knew it was just the start. Big companies. Start watching soon. A big company sent a message. They heard about his startup. They wanted a meeting. He wore his best shirt and went to their big office. He was nervous. But when he showed his tool, their faces changed. They were shocked. "How did you build this?" they asked. "This could save us millions," one said. That day, they signed a deal. Everything changed. Big companies trusted a man who once worked alone in a cold room. Big trouble, small fix. When their tool was ready, they gave it to some people to try. At first, no one understood how it worked. It looked too simple and easy. Some people laughed at it. They said, "This tool can't fix such a big problem." But then something surprising happened. The tool started working quietly in the background. It found tiny problems that no one ever noticed before. It fixed small errors very fast. Slowly, people began to see the change. Their systems worked better, and their websites stopped crashing. Big companies were shocked. They asked, "What is this tool?" That's when the team realized they were on the right path. Their small idea was helping solve a big hidden problem that no one else saw. The first big break. One day, they got an email from a big tech company. This company had a big problem for many months. No one could fix it. The team offered to help by sending their small tool. The tool worked quickly and fixed the problem. The company was amazed and very happy. They called back and asked, "How much do you charge for this?" That moment changed everything for the team. From being a small and unknown group, they became trusted problem solvers for big companies. More offers started coming in every day. People who never cared before now called them often. The team stayed calm and humble. They still worked in the same old garage with the same old chairs. But now they had something very special: respect. Turning down the wrong money. Many big investors came to offer them money. Some said, "We will give you millions of dollars, but we want full control of your company." Others wanted to change their tool a lot. They wanted to make it flashy, loud, and full of many extra features that the team did not need. But the team said no to all of these offers. They did not build their tool to get rich fast or become famous quickly. They built it because they wanted to help people in a real way. They told the investors, "We want to grow slowly, but we want to grow the right way." Saying no to so much money was very hard for them. But deep inside, they knew the real value of what they had made. They stayed true to their dream and believed that the right people would come to help them at the right time. The day Fortune 500. Noticed years went by, and more big companies started using their tool. From car companies to big banks, everyone needed it. The tool was fixing problems that even the companies didn't know they had. People called the tool magic, but it was not magic. It was smart, quiet work done by a team that never gave up. Soon, news channels started asking questions. How did a small team from a garage beat the biggest names in tech? The founders stayed quiet. They did not care about fame or cameras. They only wanted their tool to work better and help more people every day. But the whole world had already noticed their work. Still humble. Even after all their success, the team never moved to a big, shiny office. They still worked the way they did before. No fancy clothes, no loud speeches. They helped schools, small businesses, and even people who couldn't pay for their tool. They believed everyone deserves good tools that work well. Their hearts stayed kind and open. They trained many people for free. They gave jobs to those who were ignored by others. The tool grew smarter with time. But more than that, the team grew wiser. They were not just building a company. They were building trust. Step by step, one fix at a time. This is not just a story about computers and tools. It is about never giving up, even when no one believes in you. It is about seeing things that others do not see. This team did not have big offices or rich friends, but they had strong belief. They found a hidden problem, and they fixed it. That small tool now helps the biggest companies in the world, but their hearts stayed kind and simple. If this story touched your heart, please press the like button. Subscribe for more true stories like this. Turn on the bell so you don't miss any new videos. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Sometimes, stories like this get lost, but today, you will keep it alive in your heart.